Thank you all for being here. Welcome to Atlanta. Nice weather, right? Yeah, so good morning, community. I want to thank you for being here and taking time out of your busy schedules to come and meet with us, to support us. But before I get started with all of my shenanigans and all the things I'm going to ramble about, I want to take the time to take you through a few things. I'm going to need your help today. This is going to be the next section where you're going to be clapping a lot, so I'm going to try to make it. Thank you. Instead of me saying, all right, let's give it up for someone, I'm going to do a signal, okay? So if I put my hand up here, what are you going to do? You're going to, no, Ryan, you're going to clap, all right? So let's try to test this, all right? Here we go. Good, excellent, so you got it. All right, let's try to shake the awkwardness of the first session, Monday morning, new summit. There's a lot of new faces here, so I know it's hard coming into an event you've never been to before, so let's try to do this together. First of all, thank you, and this is two hands, so a lot of energy. Thank you for being here. It means a lot to us that you could make it. But also, thank you to all of our sponsors. We couldn't be here with all of you. Again, to a platinum sponsor out there, don't stop clapping. Thank you to all server sponsors. Be sure to stop by the sponsor showcase at Redwood next to registration. Our amazing sponsors have a lot of cool new things that they want to show you. Then we also have two really cool things. One of them, picture. One of them is the welcome reception, sponsored by Alterian, so thank you, Alterian. Then Model AI is actually sponsoring the shirts. They're really cool, so you're gonna see that a little bit later on. So if you're a bit lost, you don't know what's happening with the schedule, yes, we're late, but you can take a picture of this, get the actual schedule on your app. You can download the Sched app. Quick tip, on the back of your badge, there's also a QR code. It's the same one, so you can do that. Again, please visit the Solutions Showcase and join us for the reception from 4:40 to 6:30. We're going to have raffles. I think some sponsors are doing giveaways, and then obviously the shirts, and we're also doing the group photo, so you don't want to miss the group photo. If you have any dietary restrictions, please let us know. There's going to be snacks and coffee and all that, the breaks. So let us know if you have any concerns. Please reach out to any of the ELF staff. Wi-Fi, very important. Does anyone need Wi-Fi? Here's the code. It's also on the back of your badge. It's LF Events, Linux 1991. If you've ever been to any Linux Foundation event before, it's the same Wi-Fi. We have a code of conduct. So in all seriousness, this event, like every other Linux Foundation event, has a code of conduct. So everyone here is expected to behave professionally. If you see something, if you have any concerns, please reach out to the Linux Foundation events team at the registration desk. If you cannot find them, let me know. I'll help you find them. Some more resources, emergency contacts and all that, and then some on-site resources. If you need anything, please, again, reach out to us. We're ready for you. All right, so then let's get back to me now. That's a lot of the view and the event. I want to talk about myself. All right, let me introduce myself. I'm Ramon Roche. I am the general manager of Dronecode Foundation. I come from a country called Mexico. And I'll be your host today. So I'll be introducing all of the speakers. And I want to introduce myself first. So for those of you that don't know me, I've been around in this community for, 13 years already. It's been a while. I started as a developer who mostly complained about the projects, like most of us. And then I did something about it and I started contributing. And that led to me being employed by Dronecode. So I did something about it, and that's going to be the theme about this whole summit. It's empowering you to also do something about it. I also help across other open source communities. I'm the co-lead for the raw serial community topic group with Kimberly McGuire, who's in the crowd somewhere. Hi, Kim. Thank you for being here. And I'm also leading the Space Grade Linux initiative as part of Linux Foundation. Have a next slide on that, so I'll let you know that. Then, yes, I'm the guy from the internet. Yes, I've been spamming you on LinkedIn, on Twitter, on YouTube, everywhere. And if you cannot get enough of me, you can scan the QR code and connect with me on LinkedIn if you haven't already. All right, so quick commercial break. As part of Linux Foundation, I'm also helping a new initiative called Space Grade Linux. So if you're into space, you're working in space, we're building an OS for space. We're working with a few companies like Wind River, Red Hat, Sony, NASA, a lot of different groups in NASA. So if you're into space, want to ship your first commits to space, please join us. We have monthly meetings. We're getting ready for more contributions. All right, enough of that. Enough about me. Let's talk about Dronecode. Who here knows what Dronecode is? Because I see a lot of new faces. I'm not going to raise my hand because you're going to clap. All right, good. There's a few people that know. Does this make it better for those of you that don't know what Dronecode is? The open source UAV ecosystem. Does this say anything to you? What about this, though? Do you know these projects? Yes, I want to see raised hands now. Let's do a count. Good, all right, good, all of you, nice. So I'm guessing everyone is familiar with all of those, and this is the main reason you're here, hopefully. So what about this wall of text? Hopefully this explains Dronecode better, and let me guide you through all of this. So we're a community mostly dedicated for aerial robotics, although we support other autonomous robotics use cases. We have a global community of more than 13,000 actual committers to the projects. This is not just the developers. This is people that are committing to our GitHub projects. We have a lot of hardware support across over different open source projects, across air, land, sea, and even space. Yes, space. We have vendor neutral governance. We're part of Linux Foundation. We make sure the open source projects remain open, and we nurture the community. We host events like this. That's what we do. So as part of the ecosystem, we have projects like I just showed you. We have industry standards like PXOC and Mavlink. But also we have industry members with the companies that are supporting us and they're making this happen. And then we're part of other industry associations. We're partnering with OpenCV, soon with the Open Source Robotics Alliance, and we're part of the Linux Foundation. And these are our members. And if you were at the last event, you're going to notice this is a way bigger slide. And actually, every time I go to speak, I have to update the slides because we keep getting new members. So I want to thank each of one of those. We got one platinum member out there, and we got, I think, 28 silvers. If someone can do a quick count on that. We just gained the last one, which is China Telecom. But all right, who here was at the last summit? Not a lot of people, yeah. I noticed, I went through the registration. It's a lot of new faces, so it's been a long time since we last met. So this is the quick picture. Does anyone recognize anyone there? Mike is there, right in the center. All right, let's just give it up for all the people that are returning to the summit. So I wanted to guide you to everything that has happened in Dronecode in the community since then. Now, obviously, I don't have enough time to talk to you and guide you through all of that, but I'm going to do my best. We got a lot of new members, so Ascent Engineering, Firestorm, IS4S, Maxwell Innovations, Neros, NanoRadar, Briefly, RIS, CE, UTMEC, Biden, Zero One, Syncto, China Telecom, and most recently, Applied Aeronautics. Thank you, Ryan. We've been traveling a lot and hosting community meetups. Has anyone here been to one of our meetups this year? We got Dan over there, not Elo. Oh, that's good. So we gathered more than hundreds of developers across all of our meetups. So Firestorm hosted the San Diego meetup earlier this year. We went to Philly, to UPenn. Is Fernando in the room? Not here yet? Okay, cool. Well, UPenn hosted us in their research lab and Grasp lab. It was pretty cool. Neros hosted us a few months ago at their El Segundo office. And then we were also in Guadalajara in Mexico at the NXP office. That's where they have part of their drone team. So we're really excited to be able to meet with you, and we're going to continue doing meetups so that we have the opportunity to meet in a less formal scenario than this, and like we can all go. It's free events mostly. We've also been to other partner events. So I went to the Member Summit in Napa. We went to FOSDEM. Has anyone been to FOSDEM? It's like a 15,000 developer event. It's like open source contributors. It's amazing. It's a bit chaotic, but it's good. Chaotic good. That's in Brussels. We're going to come back next year. IEEE in LA, the Open Source Summit EU, where me and Kimberly and I did a keynote representing all of you. And then ROSCON a week and a half ago in Singapore. Thank you to the ROS guys in the audience. And together we've reached more than thousands of developers. By the way, we have a new meetup coming up soon. This is the first of the next year. We're going to Leuven in Belgium. Septentrio is hosting us. And I want to take this quick break to actually mention that if you want to host the meetup with us, please reach out to me. We can definitely do that. We can host the meeting at your office or somewhere else. We would love to go and meet the community in your area. All right, so let's talk about PX4 a little bit. What's happened in PX4 since then? We have 3 major releases, 1.14 in October 23, 1.15 in September 24, 1.16 recently in August, and then we're already planning the 1.17. Hopefully Q1, hopefully it's done. So last night we met, maintainers met, and we agreed on a few things. So we want to do faster release cycles. So the maintainers in the room, is it 2 months, 3 months, 5 months? I don't remember what we agreed, but the actual response to that is we're going to do better testing on releases, and we want to make sure that when we push a stable release, it's stable. We did a lot of logs, and we can show those, and everyone can go and inspect those logs. Actually, for the last 3 releases, there's issues on GitHub where we collected logs, like hundreds of logs of each release, and you can go and verify that maybe this use case wasn't flown, maybe it did. There's test cards for test flights on our documentation in case you didn't know. So if you're having your own branch, carrying your own version of PX4, you want to replicate the flight testing, go through our docs, go through the test cards. It's like 10 different test cards. And if there's a test card that you think you can contribute, please do so. We really like your help. And yes, we got dedicated test team. Thank you to Ascent Engineering. Where's Ascent Engineering? Yeah, good. So they've been doing a great job helping us with testing, so they actually go and risk their drones and test all the risky things that we push out there. But they've been doing a lot of testing for the releases, especially now with the 1.16.1 that we're going to try to push soon, and the 1.17 alpha tag that is already in GitHub in case you haven't noticed. All right, so we got a huge maintainer team, like more than 20 maintainers. We got an infrastructure team, architecture, RTOS, sensors and drivers, state estimation. We've got vehicle-specific, multi-rotor, fixed-wing, VTOL, rover, spacecraft documentation, simulation, and the ROS team. So now, 20 maintainers, right? But we're a big community. We're already like 160 people here in the room. So you can already tell it's not going to be enough. So we're going to need your help soon. Let's talk about QGC. QGC has been going through a slower pace of releases, but they've managed to get 4.2 alive for like a year and a half, thanks to Blue Robotics down there. Thank you, guys. 4.4 from 24 to 25, so close to a year out there. And then now we have B5, which actually moved to Qt6. So if you didn't notice, it's actually better architecture, it's running more smoothly in your computers. So there's now a maintainer team. It's not just Don. Holden is in the room somewhere. Thank you, Holden, for all your amazing work. And now 2 more other developers have joined him yesterday. Yeah, let's give it up for Holden, please. Yes. So hopefully we're going to get more faster release cycles, better coordination between the QGC and PX4 teams, and we're going to push more details soon, and like maybe a dev call too, right? Because we have a PX4 dev call, a QGC dev call is sorely needed. And then, like all of that I said, it's reflected in actual products that the companies in the audience are actually pushing out there. So new flight controllers, the Pixel 6X based flight controllers. We got the Stellarian Skynode, the Holybro 6X RT by Holybro and NXP. We got the Arc P6X following the Pixel open standards. We got Model AI Stinger, the FreeFly Astro, the Blue ROV from Blue Robotics, and the UB5 IFO, which has broken record Guinness with doing drone swarms for light shows. Most recently, we've also done official PX4 developer kits. Who here has a PX4 developer kit? Raise your hands. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, we need you to purchase more. But if there's a kit that you would need, that you think, oh, we need better sensors, we need different configuration, please reach out to us. We're always looking for new developer kit ideas, and the manufacturers would really like that feedback so that we can push them to actually build those. All right, but all that amazing progress, it's not enough. And that's what I want to really talk to you about. So open source needs a thriving community to survive. There's tons more that we could be doing. I'm sure everyone here can think of at least one feature or bug fix that you'd like to see coming out of the open source projects. Or am I wrong? Am I wrong? No, right? Silence? Crickets? That's what usually happens when I ask for a review, right? So I'm going to talk to you really quick in the time I still have on how to contribute and where you can actually make an impact. Okay? Ways to engage. Make yourselves heard, please. If you're using PX4, QGC, let us know. Tell us what you're building. We're not mind readers. You cannot expect us to know the complexities of what you're building. So let us know what you're building. If the projects are not suiting your needs, and they should, maybe we should be aware of that. So participate in community efforts. Join our Discord server, join our forums, join the weekly calls, the meetups around the globe, the events like the summit. Thank you for being here again. So we cannot help you if you cannot raise your voice. So in that same vein, please report issues upstream. So raise issues on GitHub. That's simple, right? You have an issue, just go to GitHub. Ask questions on the forums. If you see an issue that someone else is having, if you know the answer, just lend a hand. Just help each other. We also need committers. So have a fork of PX4? Great, we love those. Did you fix a problem in there that the community might benefit from? Why don't you submit a pull request? It's open source, it's BSD licensed. Do you have any cool new feature in your critical path that is maybe not part of your secret sauce in your product? Why don't you send a pull request for that too? If you need help submitting a pull request, if that's your blocker, if you don't know how to do it, reach out to me. I'll gladly help you, guide you through the process, creating the branch, cherry picking commits, sending the pull request upstream, and then helping you get a review. Speaking of reviews, like I said, yes, we have a big maintainer team, but we have an even bigger user base, as you can see. So if you can spare a few hours a week, we would love your help. Maintainers do get special privileges. Yes, they do. We help each other. If you're a company, your developers can become maintainers too, provided they contribute and they help each other. So you get special permissions, you can commit upstream, your company will receive more visibility, much more love from Dronecode, but more especially from the community. It's true, it happens. You can get invited to speak together with Dronecode at events. You can get free access to events. Most of the maintainers in the audience here got a free pass for the summit, so that's pretty cool. All right, technical steering committee. That's a picture from last night. Starting next year, the project maintainers will be meeting quarterly. So we will be collaborating on projects that benefit everyone, reviewing progress on projects, keeping a roadmap, hopefully one that benefits everyone. Starting next year, Dronecode will be funding the TSC. And we're going to be doing crowdfunding for development efforts that particularly in our infrastructure, some things that benefit everyone. So if there's a sore need in the community that maybe a crowdfunding effort would help, the TSC and Dronecode are going to try to push for companies to crowdfund this so that we can pay a developer to fix these things. You can also get a Dronecode membership. A lot of new companies in the audience. It would be nice if you actually depend on our open source projects, if your financial well-being does. Why don't you get a membership? It'll really help us push for more development efforts, for more community efforts. And members can also participate in the elections for the board of directors. So you can be part of the board of directors that actually decides where the money gets spent and defines the direction of where Dronecode is supposed to be going. We're going to be meeting quarterly starting next year. And the elections are going to be happening between December and January for Dronecode members. All right, so I'm almost done. Like I said, we had a 3-hour-long maintainer meeting yesterday. These are all the people getting paid by their companies to work on open source projects. Some are founders of their own companies. They build their companies around our open source projects. That's how much they trust us. So if you're already here, you made it to Atlanta, do yourself a favor, talk to them. Get to know them, tell them what you're building, make yourself heard. I'm sure they would love to find out what you're building with their projects and how they can help you to actually expand that. And lastly, I want to leave you with this. So if you're at the summit, meet each other, not just the maintainers, people at the table, through the breaks, through the solutions showcase, through reception. Ask them, what are you building with PX4? You'll be surprised by the answers. The range of ideas in this community is wild. And the diversity is actually what keeps this project moving. So here's the last thought. Open source is as good as its community. So be great to each other. And thank you.